From the Daily Mail, Buffalo Public School claims all white people perpetuate systemic racism and force kindergartners to watch video of dead black children to warn them about racist police and state-sanctioned violence. Fatima Morel is Associate Superintendent for Culturally and Linguistically Responsive Initiatives at Buffalo Public Schools in New York. Morel has introduced a new curriculum, lesson plans, and teacher training. The teachers are encouraged to be more woke in their efforts at anti-racism. Morel suggests teaching kindergartner classes about children killed by police, with videos featuring Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, and others. Older pupils learn all white people play a part in perpetuating systemic racism. A whistleblower told City Journal about the new lesson plans. Morel is yet to comment on the controversial new teaching programs. I wonder if they have some photos. So there's one post where it says, "I am Ayana, I was sleeping. I am Trayvon, I was walking." Anti-racism, a powerful collection of anti-racist policies that lead to racial equity and are substantiated by anti-racist ideas. They're indoctrinating kids. They're teaching kids this is illegal. Equity fence, which is this meme. It's fairly viral, and it looks like this one got a graphical update. Look at that. Very, very nice. On the left, it says equality. There is a tall man, a medium-sized man, and a short, well, I don't know if they're men or women, person. And they're all standing on a crate. The short person can't see. The fence is in the way. The medium person can see over the fence, and the tall person can clearly see. The next panel on the right says equity. Now, the tall person has no crate, but he can still see. He's tall. The person in the middle still has one crate, but the short person now has two, and now the short person can see the baseball game as well. My favorite response to this is from libertarians, where they say they're all stealing.
They are.
They're all stealing because you can pay for tickets, but I want to point something out. When they're teaching kids about this stuff and they show this image, what they're not explaining to the kids, because all the people here are brown-skinned, they're all of the same race. What they're not telling you is, on the side that says equity, where you have the three people standing up, imagine the tall person is of one particular race. Then imagine someone from the government taking away from that person and giving it to someone else based on their race. Now imagine that the person who is tall is actually a black person, and the person who is short is a white person. Would you justify the government coming and taking from the black community to give to the white community? Their argument is, well, we just know who is quantifiably privileged or underprivileged, but you don't know. Would it make sense for the government to take away from like a working class, white family where the dad is a carpenter and the mom is an a car salesperson, and they take money from them and give it to Oprah's family? Well, basing on race is meaningless.
Well, this is the thing. We even had one of the head board members of the New York City Education Organization publicly come out and say, if there's a rich or middle-class black person and a poor white kid, resources have to go to the middle-class rich black person because of systemic historic racism. So we have literal heads of education in New York City arguing for this. And there's a third meme that's related to the meme that you have up there, and it's a third panel, and it says when government gets involved, and it shows the tall person and the middle person getting their legs chopped off as a representation of whenever the government gets involved, that I tweeted a long time ago, which I think is also perfectly representative of what actually happens when the government tries to solve a problem that usually they're the ones that perpetrated it and created it. They usually make it a lot worse. And then be told, hey, if you're white, you're perpetrating systemic racism no matter who you are, what you do, because of the way you were born. That is just absolutely absurd, sickening, and crazy, and destroying the youth of this nation.